Hey, how's it going and welcome back to the channel. As you can tell, I've changed my name from Gun Gaming to TheSoloMarine. The reason for that is because my channel wasn't shown for people when they were searching my name. I'm not sure if YouTube have censored the word "gunned." I don't know what's going on there, but as moving forward, I'm now called TheSoloMarine. So going into the point of this video, I believe the SOA Subverter is the best gun to use on Resurgence. I'm not quite sure if it's the best gun to use for the big map, but I'll try to get a few gameplays on the big map and let you know about that. So this is the loadout I'm using. I know people out there are saying to use the Casus brake as the muzzle. I use a suppressor because I like keeping off the radar. And to be honest with you, in Resurgence, your gunfights are typically from 10 to 30 meters anyway, and there's not a lot of recoil on this gun. So we'll just go in the firing range just to show you what I'm talking about. So this is my first game on. I'm a bit cold. Let's just run that again for recoil purposes. See, look, there's not much recoil. Obviously, I've only just started using the gun, so I need to get used to the recoil myself. And then the SMG I'm using is the HRM9. Yet again, I use a suppressor, and I was using the AMR9, but I've switched to this just because the mobility is better. You get to move around the map much quicker using this gun. So let's get straight into the solo versus trios gameplay.
Resurgence. Survive the countdown to earn redeployment. Secure kills, speed up the timer.
So I play this gameplay quite slowly. I mean, it's not the most exciting solo versus trios gameplay that you're ever going to see. But, you know, it was quite a sweaty lobby, so I did have to play it quite slow. So I generally like landing in this area. There's a lot of cash to get £5,000 to get your own guns from the buy station. Over the next couple of weeks, I'm going to try to get a solos versus trios win on Battle Royale, because they've now got that in the rotation. So I'll be trying to do that over the next couple of weeks.
We located the rest of them. Occupation scan.
They need to get rid of this occupation scan. It's so annoying when you're, especially in the later game, when you're on a good game and then you have to just randomly lie down. It's just so frustrating.
Enemies dropping into the AO. Enemies detected. Locations marked.
So you can tell there how quickly this gun kills. Just going to take this opportunity as well while it's in a bit of a quiet period of the game. If you'd like me to do any challenges or use any guns, just let me know in the comments down below, and also let me know what you thought of the video down below as well. It's really helpful getting feedback to help and improve on these videos. I've got a fair few videos coming out in the next few days, so keep an eye out for that. And obviously subscribe if you haven't already done so. I've had a few subscribers of people I've played on the game recently, so I really appreciate those people coming over and subscribing.
Target down. Marking the rest of them.
This team was quite split. Every time I got a knock on one of these players, they were quite split. I generally think when you're playing Resurgence, you shouldn't handhold, because, you know, if one of you dies and then you're all bunched up together, you can easily get squad wiped and then you're out the game. You should generally, you know, play close but not too close to each other. That's a mistake I see a lot of people making, especially when they're playing duos. They literally handhold. So as I said at the start of the game, this is not the most aggressive gameplay you're ever going to see from me. I was generally playing quite slow this gameplay, but I do manage to get 19 kills in the win, so it is what it is, unfortunately. I will try to get a gameplay in the next few weeks, playing a bit more recklessly. and full sending every player I see. So there's one thing with this gun that's a bit, you know, that it's a massive downside of the gun is if a player's on a head glitch, it's really hard to knock them off it, because the gun does jump up a bit with vertical recoil. And I think that's why people probably say use a Cassis brake. But just with my playstyle, I much prefer being off the map. It enables me to change angles and flank. If I'm constantly pinging on the red dot, you end up getting third-partied a fair bit. The counter argument is what people say is it's good actually showing up in the red dot is that players actually push you and come to you. You end up getting more kills that way. I never find that to be the case. I mean, a lot of players play this game quite passively and they camp. Unless you're in a really sweaty lobby, then players will push you. But generally, players, even if they can see a red dot right next to them, they just think, you know what, I'm just going to hold my ground and play this rooftop. So I don't typically agree with that argument. I really wish there was an option to turn those stupid guitar riffs off. There's been so many times where I'm in the middle of a gunfight and I'm trying to hear for footstep audio and this random guitar riff starts playing and I can't hear anything. And don't get me started when that guitar riff plays and there's an airstrike on top of you as well. Makes your ears bleed.
Target marked. Request fire mission.
I mean, look how quickly that guy gets down from this gun. I do think this gun will get a nerf in the next couple of weeks. It's way too strong. What I might try doing, actually, just looking back at its gameplay, I might try to make a... try to play around with some of the attachments to make like an SMG build of this gun. And then run it as a sniper support in the big map. So let me see if I can get a build going for that. So normally I would have full sent that. But this was literally my first game on with the gun. I was just trying to figure the gun out. What are its strengths, what its weaknesses. And it's a battle rifle, so I didn't really want to be full sending that and just getting involved and getting third party there. So I decided to play a bit smarter, which is unusual of me because I normally make dumb pushes.
You're losing ground. Move it.
I don't know what it is about trios, whether it's Resurgence or the big map. Trios seems to be the sweatiest game mode. I don't know what you guys think. Solos is a mixed bag. You typically, I think, like the easiest lobbies are normally solos, and then because typically what happens in solos is you can get a fair few kills early on, and then the better players obviously stay alive in the end game, and that's when it gets a little bit sweaty. Don't get me started if there's a riot shield. Guy using a riot shield. Duos, it's a mixed bag, but trios seems to be really sweaty. That's why I was quite happy with myself that I managed to get a solo versus trios win. Getting a solo versus trios win to me was actually harder than getting a solo versus quads. And I've also noticed as well, if you play solo squads, the skill-based matchmaking is usually a lot less strict. It normally gives you easier lobbies as well. So that's what I always say to people. If you're looking to get better at the game, do solo squads. That's the only way you're going to be able to improve as a player and be able to take on multiple players at one at a time and make better decisions. you'll see a lot of times this gameplay, I'll just run away from people because it's just a lot of players are stacking, and I'm not going to be able to 1v3 someone in a tight room.
Remaining operators in that squad. Hunt them down. Fire sale active. Buy station prices have been reduced.
So like this, I just need to get away from that gunfight. There's 2 of them there. The one thing I always say to people that are looking to improve at the game is, so like a lot of people there, they would have came around that corner and just held their ground and just traded with that guy. I was never going to win that gunfight. Or what they would have done was, came around that corner, traded, went back around the corner, replated, knowing that there's 2 people around that corner, and then they would have re-challenged it with 2 players. You're not going to win that gunfight. You're better off just repositioning. The reason I wanted to get that finish is because I wanted the red dots to ping in the map to see where people were. And I knew it was a shit show. Yeah, again, I'll admit, I played this game like a pussy. But you have to play like a bit of a pussy sometimes if you're playing solos. Don't be like... what's the word I'm looking for here? Don't get it twisted, like people like... You see these streamers and they're absolutely just team wiping teams of 4. That's very rare that's going to happen. If you're playing in a lobby with good players, you're going to get wrecked if you don't play smart. I seen that guy land down low, so I'm assuming he's going to get his guns and come up to the roof. That's why I'm just waiting before I move again. Get mortar strikes anyway. So I marked that building because I know there's a staircase in that building. And what I can do is I can sort of control my environment in the staircase. What I mean by that is I can hold an angle at the top. So if I get pushed from the top, I can get it down. If I get pushed from the bottom, I can run to the roof and reposition. So I'm going to play the staircase. Now I can just basically use audio, be a bit cheesy. Just try to catch people off guard. Quite like this building because there's a fair few ways you can escape if you get sandwiched. So like this, I want to control the roof, and then if I get pushed, I can literally sprint down the staircase and get away. I'm just struggling where to look at because like, all I can hear is footsteps after footsteps, and I'm just getting like information overload. I don't know where to exactly pre-aim, so I'm just constantly looking around. I was surprised I didn't get the knock there on that guy, to be honest with you. They're pre-aiming that, I can see their laser. Yeah, again, I'm so surprised I didn't get the knock there. Right. And now I want to rotate out of this building because it's going to be in the edge of the circle and there's going to be so many players coming through here. I'm just going to try to play a rooftop and basically lie down here. It's my only chance of getting a win, really. I was a bit unlucky here. I didn't get more kills.
You made it top 25. Well done. Gas is inbound.
So the reason I rotated out this way, because I know there's so many teams to my right where I just came from. I'm just going to let them teams fight it out. I'm not getting involved in that. I didn't see the guy by the bus to my right. He absolutely fried me. Now I'm the guy third partying. That'd have been a team wipe there straight away. I didn't get shot from the left. I mean, look how quick this gun kills. It's so good. See, I don't want to over peak. The circle's coming to me. I'm in a great position here. That's why I'm not like just standing there aimlessly on the edge of this little roof. Don't need to.
9 left. Keep the pressure on.
But I've noticed I'm running out of ammo, which is not helpful. Always keeping an eye on the player count. There's only 6 players left. Oh, now I've got great positioning. As I said, it weren't the most aggressive gameplay, but look, played it smart.
Had a chance. Finish the job.
No, it's 1v1, so I don't need to do anything rash here. And as simple as that. So I hope you enjoy watching the video. Really appreciate if you can like and subscribe and leave a comment down below what you thought of the video, and I'll see you in the next one.